Okay, so, of course, with these stupid ass pellets, I was able to get it zeroed, and if you look in the smaller target at the bottom, you can see I got out of, by the time I got it zeroed, I probably had 2 or 3 shots left in the first magazine, and the full 10 in the other. And most of them went through that same hole, but this is with pellets, which is my problem because I don't shoot pellets. I don't intend on starting to shoot pellets in one single gun because I press all my own slugs. I'm not going to go buying pellets for one gun because, or a die for pellets, to make pellets for one gun just because it can't shoot slugs, when really I should have been told that it can't shoot slugs in the first place because I never would have bought this gun. And I'm not just talking about the slugs that I make. I've tried, I had some 30 caliber NSA slugs. These are 47.2 grain. I shot those out of it. I have mine, the lightest ones that I make are 61.8 grain. And those are, I have 30 caliber for the FX Impact, and it shoots those like nothing. I shoot up to 68, 70 grain 30 calibers. I mean, you know, I had to grind out the top of the magazine. This one does have a deeper magazine. God only knows what for, because it can't shoot these for nothing. I mean, it's 976 feet per second is on its maximum settings with Diablo pellets. So if it can't even reach 1,000 feet per second at the maximum settings with pellets, then you got problems if you're going to try to shoot slugs, for sure. Because, I mean, when I go and put a regular pellet into my Impact with everything I have done to it, that's going to be like 1,300 feet per second with a light pellet. I mean, granted, that's in 25 caliber, but in 30, I don't think it would be much different. I never shot a 30 caliber pellet. But it breaks the sound barrier easily. If you're going to shoot a heavy slug, you need it to break the sound barrier easily. So let me get this stupid computer turned back on, which I'm not real fond of this part of it either, to be honest with you. I thought I would like having all these adjustments without doing the manual part of it. I don't. It sucks. The gun sucks. Just all around sucks. Might love the gun. I would have to disagree with them and wonder why they thought that. Since I already shot out the center, I'm going to go for this number right here on the right hand side. So now you see that shouldn't have been that far left. To me, that's a big problem for a $4,000 gun. And I haven't made any adjustments. You see my point of aim. It wasn't much. It wasn't adjusted. Nothing was, and it's a lot closer on the second shot. And still closer on the third, but still not where I'm aiming. And it's still not taking that number out. It should be right in the center. So I don't know. I just had it in the center. I mean, this gun just does what it wants. And now it's low. I mean, my air, well, yeah, that's probably the air. Let me put some air in it. Because they say this thing is so efficient that apparently 2 magazines, 20 shots, and it's done. It's not that efficient, if you ask me. One thing I do know for sure is I only needed one experience. I am done with Daystate guns. I am not going for a Red Wolf, and they're expensive, but if it's worth the money, I'll pay for it. I don't give a shit. But this is not, I wouldn't pay $1,500 for this gun. I wouldn't keep it for $1,500. If they offered to let me keep it, and I paid $2,200 or something, If they offered to give me $1,000 back to keep it, I would still say no. I would rather put the whole $2,200 towards a gun that's worth the money. This gun is not worth it at all. That's the other thing. It doesn't index when it's supposed to. And yes, there's still ammo in that magazine. It does that way too frequently for a $130 magazine. No, that was pretty close. And then after this, I got one more magazine of pellets, and then I'm going to show you how this thing shoots with these slugs. I'll do one magazine of NSA and one magazine of mine. See, now, how the hell did that end up farther off to the left? See, even zeroed, it's not zeroed. And this is back with a full tank of air, so that's not an excuse. The magazine's jamming up again. $130 magazine. Just save your money, don't buy one of these. I'm going to the slugs. Alright, this is going to be the first magazine of NSA slugs. The light little stump ones, and then we're going to do some real slugs that I pressed at 61.8 grains, and we'll see what the speeds on those were. And I have the Pro Chrono up here because the chronograph in the barrel doesn't even work from the time I received it. 976 feet per second is the fastest I could get with the exact Diablo pellets that I bought I don't know, 6 months or a year ago and never even used for the Challenger, because that gun will shoot slugs, heavy slugs, and still shoot them fast. And guess what? It's a $500 gun or $600 gun. I mean, this is a $4,000 gun, and it won't shoot a light slug even reasonably, let alone a heavy slug. It won't. You may as well just burn your money. I mean, I'm sorry to have such a strong opinion, but that's how disgusted I am with this gun. And that's exactly what I am, disgusted. I'm disgusted that I spent over $2,000 on a pile of shit, in my opinion. This gun is absolutely worthless. To me, in my opinion, this gun is absolutely worthless. Alright, ready? I'm going for the center bottom of this black section just because I want to have a new spot to aim. Look, tell me where that went, please. There we go. Now, where the hell did that one go? Do you guys see this? Like how far one shot to the next goes? Okay, now it's a little low, which is what I would have expected, but it started off high, and then two, I have no idea where they went. Now it's more left. I have no idea where that one went. was low and left. No idea where that one went. They're either going under the target or who knows. I mean, the shit that I saw the other day when I was shooting, and we'll probably see when I put my pellets back in it now, it was shooting so far off that I literally couldn't hit any of these big targets up top. I couldn't even tell which one it was going into. I mean, it was that ridiculous. No idea where that one went. Okay. If you guys see the hole from these, please let me know. Because I have no clue where these slugs are going. I mean, I can hear them. They're definitely... There we go. That one was semi-close. One shot out of 2 whole magazines almost. Out of 2 whole magazines, not almost. Okay, now I'm going to put my slugs that are 61.8 grains in, and watch this shit show. And I'm going to shoot at the top of the target so that it's got all that room below because of the weight of the slug. And, oh well, I'm not getting speed readings because this freaking indoor light keeps going off. This light is a pain in my ass. Excuse my language, guys, but I can't even tell you how infuriated I am with this gun. You know, $2,000 or $2,200 is what I spent on the FX Impact when I first bought it. I bought that brand new 700mm barrel. That's before any of the modifications, which, you know, I mean, I've got probably well over $5,000 into that gun at this point, between the 2 power kits, the tungsten hammer, the 3 caliber, different caliber barrels, 2 magazines for each one, the, you know, the regulator, the top and bottom rail. I mean, just the sheer volume of small parts that I added to modify it a little bit here, a little bit there. The transfer ports, the you know, it's just really any power modification you can find for it, I put on it, as well as the aesthetic ones, like I did the pistol grip, I did the top rail, I did the bottom rail. But honestly, it was all worth it. That's a badass gun. From the day I bought it until right now. Accurate as hell, with heavy slugs, shoots fast as hell. I mean, you'd never have a spread like this with any weight of slug. Let me get a grip on this bag. Alright, now watch this shit show. I'm going to shoot right for the center of the top. Alright, no idea where that one went. Let's zoom out a little bit so we can see if we can see where it's going. Okay, it's going somewhere in that bullet box, but I have no idea where. And it's going 700 feet per second. I'm going to put a little more air in the gun just to give it the benefit of the doubt. Because it's at, well, it's still almost at 200 bar. Or 180, maybe 190. But just for shits and giggles, we're going to give it a full charge and see how ridiculous these slugs shoot then. And maybe you guys will... Maybe you guys will begin to understand why I'm so disgusted with this gun, and why you should definitely think twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, and as many times as you possibly can before you spend your money on it. we're right under 250. 200 and, well, the tank's getting a little low, maybe 230. But still, this gun is really only supposed to be filled up to 240, and then the gauge only goes to 250, so I think they really mean only up to 240. No idea where that went, but again, 760, no, actually, hold on, this fucking light again. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Oh, I think I double cocked that one. Yeah. Okay, no idea where that went. I'm gonna go a little lower. I have no idea. Where do I have a good amount of space? I'm gonna shoot right down here, because I've got a little bit of space in each direction. Oh. Yeah, it does a good job of notifying you. That's another thing it's supposed to do. It's supposed to like vibrate after you've been through all your slugs or all your pellets or whatever the hell. And it doesn't, it's not doing that. It hasn't done it once. Okay, that hit something that's not even part of that target. That was a different metal it hit. That was in the target, but who knows where. Oh, that was actually just below what I was shooting. Holy crap. And that was, you see, like from one shot being kind of close to where I was aiming, the next one, that was God only knows where. I mean, how sad is that? Look at that one, was almost there. And where the hell did that one go? I mean, from one shot to the next, it's almost where it was supposed to be. The next one hit something, it was probably that, it was too low, or it sounded more like over there. That's the beam that I've got holding the heavy backstop up. I mean, I think that went a little bit low, but anyways, that's the two magazines. I'm done. I don't even want to shoot this gun anymore. I want to throw this thing out the window, but I'm gonna put it back in the box and get it ready to ship back, because I'm so fed up and so disappointed and pissed off with this gun that it shoots 750 feet a second on a full tank on every setting to its maximum output with a 61 grain slug, not an 80 grain slug, not a 70 grain slug, 61 grain slug. And even with the 41 or whatever it is, the NSAs, it shot like shit with those two. The only thing it's going to shoot well is pellets. So if you ever want to shoot a slug, don't buy this gun, because it sucks. Frankly, to me, it sucks anyway. I wouldn't even shoot it, even if I liked shooting pellets. It's such a toy. There's no power behind it. It's just not even enjoyable. There's nothing fun about it. I mean, for $4,000, just no way. There's no way. I don't know. Honestly, what I was thinking is I didn't know any better. And that's why I'm telling you guys, because you can know a little bit better just by watching this one video that I'm doing on the scope camera, and that's why I'm using the scope, so that you guys can actually see for yourself. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do, how much pressure is left? I have to degas it anyway. I'm going to do one more magazine with pellets, and just for the hell of it, see if this thing's going to be accurate again with the pellets, because then it just goes to show you that's the only thing you can shoot out of it. Because I got out of 2 magazines of my slugs, which those same slugs have shot absolutely hole on hole on hole on hole with my FX impact. So, and that's with the 30 caliber, obviously with the 30 caliber pin probe, which I got the pin probe in every caliber, and the 30 caliber barrel with the carbon fiber sleeve. But that gun started off that accurate. If this gun started off any kind of accurate, I would go just as far modifying it. But this gun is not even worth, it's not even worth keeping, let alone modifying. It's just, I'm just so disgusted. Anyway, I'm gonna go for, let's see, I'll go for that center target right there. That's not bad. That's a little left. But see, with the pellets, it's somewhat consistent. It's pretty darn consistent. But the chronograph doesn't work, so it's not telling me how fast it's going. It's not going to change anything based on the foot per second that I program, because it doesn't even know how many feet per second it's shooting. Which is the whole deal with the gun. I mean, like, that's what it's supposed to do. So 927 feet per second. That's the maximum speed with this gun with a freaking domed pellet. I mean, it is 30 caliber, and that one was 900 feet per second. 900 feet per second, and it's only down to 200 bar. That's just pathetic. Really, it's pathetic. I just, for the shits and giggles of it, I would like to just put my 30 caliber barrel, put all these same ammunition through my FX impact, just to show how much that gun blows this thing out of the water for a fraction of, for half the price. This gun is almost $4,000, right? And if I hadn't gotten that deal with a 95, quote unquote 95% new gun that was like 50% new, then, you know, the gun would have been about $4,000, $3,600. I mean, it's obscene that this gun could even MSRP for that. It's just disgusting. And then people have balls to say negative things about FX, but look at what Daystate's putting out. This is a joke. This is just trying to literally rip people off. Anyways, that's my opinion. I apologize to anybody who likes Daystate, because, you know, if you like shooting pellets, it seems like it could be a good gun. But I don't like shooting pellets, and even if I did, who would want to buy a gun that you can't even have the versatility to shoot what kind of ammunition you want? I mean, what if a different kind of pellet is not going to shoot like that out of it either? I mean, those are those expensive Diablo pellets. I mean, if you wanted to buy, I don't know, whatever other brand, I don't shoot pellets, but if you were to buy a different kind of pellet and shoot it out of this, chances are you're not going to have much luck, because it's so finicky with what you put in it. And these slugs that I make are actually 0.2996. So it's 2,996 thousandths, or not, yes, that's thousandths of 1 inch. So it's 4 1,000ths of an inch off of being lower than being 30 caliber. So it's going to fit in the barrel just perfect. There's no, it's a choke barrel, but the slugs are smaller than the barrel. I mean, it's a 30 caliber barrel. It should be smaller than the barrel is already. They should shoot perfectly fine. The bottom line is, and plus I shot the NSA slugs out of it. Those are 30 caliber NSA slugs. There's no way that I should be having this many problems and not being able to get anything accurate at all. So I apologize, first of all, for my language, but I'm very frustrated with this gun and the fact that I ended up getting stuck with it. And second of all, I haven't finished with the outcome with Air Guns of Arizona yet. I assume, I mean, they're a good company. They really are. They've been very helpful in other situations. They were helpful when I contacted them about this. They were immediately going to take it back and fix the chronograph. I figured I would take a look at it. I don't know what's wrong with it. I'm not even sure. All I know, there was two connections, one at the back, one at the front, underneath the top rail that had regular plug connections. I sent a couple pictures of them, but I also sent them in the email that I don't want you to send this gun back to me. I want nothing to do with it. Just keep it and refund my money, because I've had this for one day and I'm done. And that was the first day I bought it. Literally 6 magazines into the gun, I was done. And I'm only doing this review while I still have it, because it's Saturday and I'm returning this. Obviously by Monday I'll hear from them, I'm sure. But I'm doing this review right now while I still have it, so I can warn you guys not to waste your money, time, and energy on this thing if you're into shooting slugs at all, or anything other than Diablo Exact pellets. Because I haven't tested anything else, but I assume with how finicky it is, it's not going to shoot them well either. All right. Thanks for your time, and hopefully I was able to save somebody some money, time, and frustration. Thank you.